that gets me from point A to point B. Why? Most of the time. And still, I find myself wishing for something with more power and flash. And missile launchers. Definitely missile launchers. If there was a garage dedicated to geek culture, it would most certainly be filled with some of the most impressive motor vehicles, both aesthetically and under the hood. So, what do you say we try to fill the contents of this garage right here today with a little top 10 list? That is right, Geeklings. Today we're going to do a rundown of the top 10 most Geekgasmic cars. We open up our countdown with the Mystery Machine at number 10. What is not to love? The ultra gaudy psychedelic paint job is immediately recognizable. I mean, look at that shit. You just know that van is hotboxing 24/7, and with Shag and Scoob on board, there's definitely no shortage of munchies. The back is extremely spacious, as Fred and Daphne can attest. Where do you think they disappear off to when they split up? Its only drawback is its predisposition to break down in front of haunted houses. Ooh. I should make really shitty sound effects for a living. That's about as useful as a MIDI composer. At number 9 comes the undisputed king of vehicular combat, Sweet Tooth. Okay, first things first, who wouldn't want a fucking ice cream truck? Now add missiles and machine guns, and I'd say that's a win-win all around. I can safely say that my morning commute would be a lot more satisfying with a 3-scoop cone and a power missile aimed straight up the ass of whoever unleashes my road rage. Am I asking for too much? The Turtle Van rolls in at number 8 on our list. This armored transport is equipped with a shell load of fancy tech thanks to the brains of Donatello. It will serve you well, whether or not you need it for barreling down on some inept foot soldiers or bringing the kids over for some pizza after soccer practice. That reminds you of those really horrible commercials like, "More Ovaltine, please." Fuck those guys. Our 7th car was featured prominently in a cult classic television series and one hellacious shitcake of a major motion picture. The General Lee is as much a main character in the Dukes of Hazzard as the Duke Boys or Daisy Duke's short shorts. The orange Dodge Charger, complete with Confederate bars and stars painted on the roof, is sure to make you a hit in virtually every inner city. The scuff-resistant hood is certainly a plus for all your dramatic sliding needs. James Bond's Aston Martin DB5 is the grandfather of all kick-ass gadget-laden automobiles. That alone earns it the number 6 spot on our countdown. 007's most famous vehicle was outfitted with bulletproof windshields, oil slick dispensers, machine guns, and an ejector seat, to name a few noteworthy features. Safe to say, any guy driving one of these would be rolling in pussy galore. You see what I did there? I know you did. At number 5, we have the first true smart car, Knight Rider's KITT. Before GPS became standard, talking cars was just another far-fetched sci-fi concept. Sure, we still have a ways to go before we get something as badass as KITT. A personality feature would be nice for some spirited road trip conversation, perhaps a sense to not tell me to turn onto some railroad tracks or redirect me into the most crime-ridden streets of the city. But, yeah, you know, all in all fucking cars should be voiced by Mr. Feeney. Fee-hee-hee-heeney! Sage, Feeney-like wisdom would definitely cut down on drunk and reckless driving accidents. Looking for something with enough trunk space for 4 unlicensed nuclear accelerators? Well then, our number 4 pick is the car of your dreams. Sure, at first, the Ecto 1 needed a little suspension work, shocks, brakes, brake pads, lining, steering box, transmission, rear end, also some new rings, mufflers, little wiring. However, the end result was one of the most recognizable cars in film history. The number 3 car on our list comes in like a demon on wheels. Speed Racer's Chrysler's Mach 5 is widely regarded as the fastest car to ever grace the racetrack. Designed by Speed's aptly named dad, Pops, the Mach 5 is equipped with all sorts of gadgets like cutting blades and tire belts. In fact, the very use of any of these gadgets should have immediately disqualified Speed from the race, or the sport of racing altogether. The only drawback to the Mach 5 is that it comes standard with an annoying fat kid and chimp in the trunk. When the car at number 2 hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Before the Back to the Future films, the DeLorean was merely a product of a bankrupt company run by a drug trafficker. Oh, the 80s. Add a flux capacitor and 1.21 gigawatts, and it becomes what it will always be remembered as: Doc Brown's Time Machine. With its signature gull wing doors and stainless steel aesthetic, the DeLorean is perfect for meddling with the past or future. In the year 2000. If you yourself are shopping for one, then I highly suggest getting it fitted with a Mr. Fusion. Unfortunately, even in 2014, plutonium is still not available in every corner drugstore. As if there was any doubt as to what our number 1 entry would be, the Batmobile is the coolest and most iconic automobile ever devised. That is absolutely insane, especially when you consider how many variations of the car have existed and in different mediums. From Adam West's 1966 Lincoln Futura-based design to the Tumbler of the Nolan films, the Batmobile has always been at the forefront of crime-fighting technology. Okay, maybe not so much on the Schumacher cars, but like Sex and Pizza, there is no such thing as a bad Batmobile. Our favorite incarnation here at AC is the Batmobile from the '89 film. Sure, it's a little phallic. However, from the flamethrower exhaust to the anti-theft shields, there is no denying how badass this wonderful toy is. So, what's your favorite Geekgasmic car? Did yours not make it on the list? As always, like, comment, subscribe, share, and visit aggressivecomics.com for all the latest and greatest in geeky news. And until next time, stay geeky, my friends. And I don't get it! It's like all this, like,